Hello, students. I hope you all are well. So, let us continue with the lesson. So, in the previous lesson, we have learned about the outbreak of the revolution. Okay. So, on May 5th, 1789, King Louis XVI called for a meeting of Estates General. Why? Because he wanted to increase the taxes. But then what happened in the meeting of the Estate General? The members of the Third Estate demanded for the change of the voting principle, which the king rejected. Then the members of the Third Estate walked out of the assembly in protest. So on 20th June 1789, the members of the Third Estate they all assembled in the tennis court where they declared themselves as the National Assembly, and they also promised that they would not disbursement chutino. Okay, they promised that they would not disperse until they draft a constitution. And as promised, the National Assembly completed the draft of the Constitution in 1791. So, from now onwards, France becomes a constitutional monarchy, and that is what we are going to learn today. Okay, so before the French Revolution, France had monarchy system. But now, after the French Revolution, France became a constitutional monarchy. So there has been a change in the form of government from monarchy to now constitutional monarchy. Now I'll give you the meaning of constitutional monarchy. Okay, so it is a form of government in which country is ruled by a king or queen whose power is limited by a constitution. So which countries have constitutional monarchy in the present time? There are so many countries, okay? And the best example is Britain. I think you must have seen her in the pictures also. She's the Queen Elizabeth II, okay? And she is the Queen of Britain. Okay, that was just an example. Now let us go back to France again. So the main objective of the National Assembly was to check the powers of the monarch. So before the French Revolution, the king enjoyed all the power. He enjoyed absolute power. But now, okay, after becoming a constitutional monarchy, the power was divided into three institutions: the legislature, executive, and judiciary. So this made France a constitutional monarchy. Okay, so this picture is also there in your book. So who comes under judiciary? All the judges. In the executive, kings and ministers. And in the legislature, National Assembly comes under the legislature. So this was the political system under the Constitution of 1791. Now, the National Assembly got the power to make laws in the country. But after the French Revolution, not all citizens, however, had the right to vote. Like citizens were divided into two: active citizen and passive citizens. Now, who comes under the active citizen? Okay, the answer is only men above 25 years of age who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of a laborer's wage were given the status of active citizen, and they were entitled to vote. Okay, so those men जो चाहिँ 25 years of age हुनु पर्यो र उसले चाहिँ एटलिस्ट 3 daysको लेबरर्सको वेज ट्याक्सेस चाहिँ तिरेको हुनु पर्यो, त्यस्तोहरूलाई मात्रै they were given the status of active citizen and they had the right to vote. The men who are below 25 years of age and those who could not pay taxes equal to 3 days of a laborer's wage, and all the women, they were classed as passive citizens and they had no right to vote. Next, the Constitution of France began with a declaration of the rights of man and citizen. So on the right side, you can see the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen. Now, rights such as the right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, equality before law. Now, these rights were established as natural and inalienable right. The meaning of inalienable is like unable to be removed or taken away. That means these rights, the four rights that I've mentioned just now, these rights belong to each human beings by birth and could not be taken away. So in the next page, that is page number 12, you can see different political symbols. Now, during the 18th century, like majority of men and women could not read or write. So these political symbols were used to communicate important ideas. So the first one is the broken chain. It means freedom. The bundle of rod. That means strength lies in unity. And in the third one, you can see the eye with a triangle radiating light. The all seeing eye stands for knowledge. There's this another one, scepter. It is the symbol of a royal power. Snake biting its tail to form a ring. It means the symbol of eternity. Like a ring has neither beginning nor end. Okay. The next symbol is red Phrygian cap. This red cap is usually worn by slaves upon becoming free. Next is blue, white, and red. This is the national colors of France. Next, the winged woman. It shows, it personifies law. And the last one is the law tablet. Okay, this is the law. It means the law is same for all and all are equal before it. So with this, we have come to the end of the lesson.